For it on fourth down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Let's go now.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Then he takes it into the end zone.
Oh, one first and left.
Touchdown. Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Smith. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give. Running left is Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gino's going to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 2nd and 13. Smith. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the air now with Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
A credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Walker with another carry. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Play action. It's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that it's...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One more time with Mostert. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno down to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt. Check contact.
Now Smith.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Bridgewater. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle,
57 yards.
and the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Geno on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Smith on first down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
In motion, Hill. Bridgewater to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And they turned the pick six into a pick eight with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Dolphins 36, Seahawks 29.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Miami.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
First play, Bridgewater looking to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. In motion, Hill. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Getting to the ball behind the line was Xavier Howard. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these. And stay physical, and that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
In motion, the tight end. On 4th down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Smith. Going right back to Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will fall.
Street, yeah, trying to. Man, I hate that you can do that shit, dog. That's supposed to be pass interference.
Of this first quarter. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. On the move to his left. And this throw incomplete.
I couldn't jump.
Now the defender all over
That should have been pink, bro.
To 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. In motion goes the tight end. Play action now, Bridgewater. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once again, it's Mostert. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And down to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flush to his right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And that is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And taken right on the 30.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The slot man in motion right. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And
ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defense...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Wilson to the 36-yard line. Stop there. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll swing this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big...
He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Geno on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion.
Madden help you out so much with that, dog. Always stop my people from running.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving
That's
a lot
cool.
to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To the air again, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Geno's going to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll run right side with Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
10 more there and another first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Come on, set.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead. So these two teams matching each other score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead. Your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On 2nd and 10, Smith.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 3rd and 2, Smith.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now it's Smith. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Smith now to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Here's Bridgewater. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. In motion, Hill. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Couple of Alabama guys there. 2 of the Waddle for the Miami first. Bridgewater here to throw. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Bridgewater to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers.
They said move the chains, and then they moved it back, so they had to wait for the chains to come back to where they originally were. They went like Barcelona. That's so fast. 19. Second down and 1 now. That's a result. Now it looks like a first down. As Aaron Jones is forced out left back. This offensive line, we've spent some time talking about all the changes that have occurred and all the starters they've had for the Rams. The Packers, they've had their share of shuffling as well. And, of course, you mentioned it earlier with Zach Tom, the rookie, filling in for David Bakhtiari there at the left tackle position. But they've had some changes, and they've gotten better as this season has gone along. I thought they came off one of their better games against Chicago and been able to run the football. This game tonight. On first down, here by Aaron Jones gets 3. Zach Tom's a pretty cool story. He's a 4th-round pick from Wake Forest, was running a lot of scout team center. And they trained him all over the offensive line. He's made a start at guard. He's making his 3rd start at left tackle. Yeah, no, and then when Bakhtiari comes back, and to be able to have a guy like him who can play those positions, of course, it's valuable now that he's been having to be relied on at that left tackle position and to step in the way that he has as a rookie. There's Bakhtiari, and he was playing great at the time he went down. But Zach Tom, he's got a really bright future for everybody to play along that line. Rodgers goes back to Lewis. Mercedes Lewis, first down grab. It's just his 4th catch of the year. Well, Mercedes Lewis is essentially a 6th offensive lineman, and he comes off, and he thinks the ball's going to be gone. But he's down blocking, and he's thinking he's kind of out of it. Then he, wait a minute, Aaron Rodgers is looking for someone to throw the football to. That's why Rodgers is smiling at him. He doesn't get very many opportunities. A different receiver than Rodgers is found. Comes to goal. And nothing there. Lewis the closest one to it. Came into this league as more of a receiving tight end and has developed into one of the best blocking tight ends in the game. These fans did not like the fact that Aaron Rodgers didn't have to play on the ground. No, his linemen didn't either, and they did what you're supposed to do. When they took him down, at the end of that, you're going to see, I didn't see exactly who came over, but the linemen, they were not pleased with Jonah Williams, 92. And completed 7 straight prior to that. The second down and 4. Here is Jones on the edge. Make sure
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down, back to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to count for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Viking 18. Go Streets. Warriors 17.
From the 31, Hurts. Being chased out left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Ready, go. 70, Timberwolves. 18, Pioneer.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
See the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And Brandon, how often do your offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punch, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. When we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the side.
Oh, my gosh, man.
You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. all that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On first down, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
On first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Smith on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Let's go.
They snap it to Smith. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Alert! Alert!
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Now Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It already looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To the air again, Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm, and he delivers it with confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Smith. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. Well, he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a better game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Check mash, check mash.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Slot man moves right.
19 right.
Here's Hurts to throw.
wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there, big fumble. Running right, here's Sanders.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. The 5 to the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Sanders going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts fighting A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
All the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 106 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Sanders toss left side. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
The Titans at 7-7. Leading the South. Ravens, Chargers, Dolphins. Patriots with that loss yesterday. Heartbreaking by the Jets. Lost at home to Detroit. Lions, the darlings of the NFL. At 6 start. They won 6 of 7. To get back to 500. Here's a handoff to Patrick Taylor. His first carry. And he gets 5 yards for the first down. That game we've got coming up in a couple weeks. Bengals and Falcons. That's going to be a good one. Jonathan Joe Burrow has been doing good football. He's been Jaguars there on the far side. They are playing great football. You talk about Trevor Lawrence. Last 6 games, 14 touchdowns, 1 interception. And if they win out, they have a date with Tennessee at the end of the season at home. Win that division, wouldn't that be something? And as everybody was getting to the line, a timeout taken by the Packers. How about the Bengals yesterday and what they were able to do falling into that? It was a 17-0 game, and then the Bengals just went off. Burrow finished 27 of 39. 4 touchdowns, including the go-ahead 3-yard shot to Tyler Boyd in a 34-23 win. And it's a 6-game win streak for Cincinnati, the AFC, the defending AFC champions. Yeah, they're getting their stride. It was a little bit of a struggle. Of course, Burrow missed a little bit of time early, and then he comes back and has gotten hot and looking like the team that last year represented the AFC in the Super Bowl. First down for Green Bay here with under 7.5 to go. 12-point lead. He's halfway through. Touchdown, then a punt, and then a fumble. Their position wide open. It's Dobbs. And the rookie with a big pickup. Taylor Rapp brings him down with a 23-yard completion. And Aaron Rodgers has gone from that exasperated, frustrated look to smiling on his way down the field. Well, you're going to see they motion Christian Watson here, and it blinds him, and it allows that open area with the safety going back over the top, and just a pretty good design there to not get any
We're in the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles.
He's a quarterback that at times will bear his frustration with young receivers. That just doesn't stay. There are receivers that are kind of thinking the same thing, so I'm not going to say it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
This year, these guys, it seems like other young receivers will come in. Players, and I didn't have to step right in right away. Here's Taylor again. And that 5-yard carry his first time, and here he's about a yard and a half short of the first down. Yeah, he's been able to, if he doesn't have trust in somebody, he can go away from that guy, but it's kind of figure out and find that years past, Devontae Adams or Jordy Nelson or whoever else.
Let's go now.
Now he's got these young guys, they really sit on the so they've got the veteran Cobb, the veteran Allen somewhere, but they're relying on Watson and Dobbs. Yeah, and even Rodgers said that going into that Dallas game, he still didn't know what he had in Christian Watson.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Transition in and out of breaks, it's good routes, but go routes, they close. Talk about the first jet sweep we saw against Chicago. He takes for a touchdown, those type of plays.
60 bikes. 60 bikes.
Another run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And how frustrating has it been? Yeah, we'd like to have a good record. In ways, it's been frustrating, but in other ways, it's been really good.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Go switch. Back to 60. 60
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Receiving yards for 6 games.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Walker. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Viking 18, Buffalo 18.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time where they were in the field, and you're exactly right. Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Gino. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 22-yard scamper. And the Eagles are once again back in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 70 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Smith now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles
Madden, stop the dude, dog. You wasn't even. Oh my gosh.
And that felt like a little extra.
Oh my gosh, bro. How lucky can T be? Madden, stop him from running.
And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 69. On 1st down, Hurts. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the end zone, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Walker has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Geno. And that is
is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Again, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15.
Oh, he didn't get in.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
He stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
18 Rattler.
The tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
38 yards.
And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back from both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Geno now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They snap it to Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
On 2nd and 9. Hurts. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. To throw is Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Come back in. Come back in. No check. No check.
throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Geno on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And some room to look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Smith will come in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tanner Muse drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Running right, here's Sanders. 83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll find Metcalf. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, and just was unsuccessful.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball